Alright, welcome back to Epipeople podcast
On the record.
Today, we would like to know more about Epipeople for the audience because you all are very curious. Ellen, how did Epipeople started?
Once upon a time,
Once upon a time.
in one of the garage,
Wait, real?
I don't know if it's called garage. We definitely were at a house.
Which kampong is this?
Anggerek.
Oh, okay,
It was
okay.
actually at. This is my side of the story. So because it has been so long, I will try to remember it as much as I can.
Okay.
If I miss out anything, then it will just be Ellen's not so young memory anymore lah.
Okay.
So I
Right
don't
now,
remember.
Ellen is... okay.
So it was one day, Ruby came and then we talked about like, oh, we have been a Toastmasters for so long and we have been helping people to improve on their communication skills. I've been going around to deliver workshops with regards to like public speaking, leadership. And at that point in time, they asked, oh, do we want to try and make it more professional? Do we want to turn this into a business? And the idea quickly formed and we said, yeah, why not give it a try?
During that time, how long were you in Toastmaster?
I was in Toastmasters for 3 years.
3 years.
3 years.
And what was your level? I know Toastmaster has some level. Kan?
So as a member, we took up leadership role and we took up communications and then public speaking and all those as well. I didn't compete. So at that time, I won my first ever like championship in Brunei at the time. So it was like Brunei, Malaysia, Indonesia, and then back to Brunei.
So you were the rising star.
Rising star, yeah. I don't know whether you call it or not, but there were definitely a lot of people, but I had more opportunity to deliver workshop for other members.
Okay.
So from there, I kind of figured out I enjoy the work of empowering others, sharing knowledge with them. So when Ruby spoke about it and he said, okay, yeah, I think this is a good idea. Why not we turn this into a business? So that's how we started. How did the name came about?
Wait. Before that, why 3 of you?
I also don't know why 3 of us. It just happened to be.
Were you like Harry Potter, Hermione, Ron, Harry Potter?
No, stop. I also don't know. Like in my
Who
record,
started it?
I don't know. In my memory, it was Ruby talking about it, and then I was
You were like,
part of the
what about me?
No, I can't remember. Maybe we have to check with them like how it actually started. But we had that very casual conversations, and then it became a little bit more serious. Thinking about the company name, thinking about the logo, and all this as well. How the name came about was, I think it was mostly from Ruby. I think they were more creative, right? They talk about, we are people first, so we have to call ourselves people. But people what? And then we talk about, we want to empower people, so empowering people. So empowering people intrinsically, so EPI.
Wow.
So we said, okay, Epipeople. I don't think I contributed anything to the name because I was never a creative one. The first logo was a round green color shape with no bulb. It's just like no bulb. It's like green.
Oh, that one. That literally just says EPI.
EPI. Yeah, that's
Small letter.
it. Alright, that was the Epipeople first logo, and then
I think it's a good name.
I like the name. Actually, I like the name. As we talk about it, Epipeople. Then we said, sometimes people.
Why happy? Why happy then people?
Because people first, we are people oriented.
Okay.
So we call ourselves
Empowering
Epipeople.
Intrinsically people.
So Epi is empowering people intrinsically. We are people consultant. It came that way.
Okay.
And I remember, was it Ruben then? Yeah, he spoke about, then every training that we do, we can call it episode. Right? And then when people attended our workshop, they become happy people. So suddenly we feel like, it sounds fun.
That was the idea.
That was the idea.
Wow. So when our client says, happy people, they're not wrong.
They're not wrong. No. They're not wrong. Because people find it very hard to pronounce them. Like, what is this? Happy, EP. Then we tell them just pronounce it as happy people. Yeah.
Quick sidetrack. Epi also reminds me of something
Happy Center.
Center, right?
Happy
Center. So it's interesting name.
Yeah. So that's how we started.
Okay. And then what happens after that?
What was after that?
What was your first project lah? What was your first thing that you do when you started that business?
So we went about and looked for business. And I think we were thinking, okay, so aside from public speaking, aside from presentation skill, what can we do? And I remember that time I had this certification, which is on BISC. a personality test. So we said, oh, maybe we can make this into one of the training. So in my memory, the first training was actually a training on understanding communication through the lens of DISC. It was for a company, full day, and we had maybe about 20 to 25 participants. Yeah, that was the first big job that we had.
You started with DISC.
We started with DISC, but we used it for the purpose of communication.
Why DISC?
Because that was the only thing that I was certified. We were thinking, we need to be more credible. What do we have? Bachelor in Commerce, Accounting and Finance. I cannot use it.
Okay, so you were just window shopping for training and then...
Like, what are we credible for?
DISC?
Yeah, correct. What are we credible for? And then Rui background was in banking, Ruben background was in photography, and then he had some experience running his own business as well as a creative. So we were thinking, okay, like what can we do to put in together? So communication is what we have in common.
And that during that time, Rui were still working, you were still an agent?
Yes, every one of us have our own thing. We were busy with our own
So
thing.
everyone do this as a side business?
As a side business, more like a passion project, right? I can't remember the record because it was so far away already, right? I think in the first year, it was in 2016. So by the end of 2016, we probably had one business thing, one engagement, maximum two, I think.
How would you say, like how much effort did you put in? Because all of you were also having a full-time job.
I think we were lucky because at that time we had so-called, I wouldn't say that we would have like volunteers to help us out a little bit in terms of like, oh, would you like to chip in a little bit in terms of the design of the logo? What do you think will help us out in terms of the marketing? So
who were the volunteers?
Were they volunteers? I think they were volunteers. I can't remember if we paid them some allowance already or not. So they were helping out. They were helping out. Yeah. And then we meet like once a week. It was very casual. It was not systematic, but more like, wow, we're so excited about this. Let's try and go out and look for businesses. Tell people that we're doing this already and see whether we can, have some opportunity. But reality hit in very quickly because the first 24 months, the first 2 years, we don't have much things going on. And I think we were lucky at that time, we still have our own work, per se.
Yeah,
so it's not like this is the only thing that we had. So if business doesn't come in, no problem. We still have something to feed ourselves.
Okay.
If business were to come in, we say, okay, we don't even pay ourselves. We put everything back into the company first. Yeah, everything back into the company. Yeah, just try to save up a little bit.
How about you mentioned your first project was 2016. What was it about?
The one-day training on communication using the SLS.
It actually worked. It actually worked.
I don't know how we got it. I really don't remember how we got it.
What was the industry?
Telecommunication. Telecommunication. Yeah.
Interesting.
So we got that. And I remember we started doing this workshop, a public workshop called the People Manual.
Wow, even way back then, it's called the People Manual.
Yeah. I think probably was Ruben who named it the People Manual as well. So it was more like, a guide for people on how to work with the other person as well. So with the knowledge that we have in DISC, in communications, we put it in and it becomes our first so-called product. And we said, okay, what would be a way for us to market it? So we had public workshops where we approached a cafe and said, can we use your space? And then we'll invite people to come in. This cafe is no longer around. It's IAG. It's a grind at 6 Square.
Oh yeah, it's a grind.
Yeah. So we started off. We talked to them and we start selling tickets, right? And we said, okay, just come here.
How
for
much
ticket.
was that used to be?
$25.
Wow.
And then come in here and then you can grab.
Now, by the way, it's
Okay.
$250.
But that was two years ago price.
That was 2 years ago.
Yeah. So we went by that.
Yeah, this is an interesting story because for the audience context, sometimes the clients will also let us know, oh, I know you from where? From It's a Grind somewhere, the cafe. So it goes way back and people remember. It's just like
Way back.
Yeah.
I remember the first public workshop that we had.
Yeah.
We had our friends coming in to support us. Probably about 15 people attended. And then the second session, lesser, right? By the third session, suddenly no one's signing up already because you probably use up all the networks already that you have, right?
How did you maneuver it?
And then it became a free workshop. So we're like, okay, let's make it for free. As long as people are willing to come in, they pay to buy a cup of coffee to bring business to the cafe, then we'll be fine.
That time, no office yet.
No office yet. We work from home. We go to wherever there is.
When did you all decide, okay, let's get an office?
Probably the second, third year, I think so. Can't remember.
Not bad.
Yeah, it's not even an office, right? It was like the small space at the tuition school. In the morning, we use the space.
It's like a co-working space.
Yeah, the co-working concept. Just want to have a place where we don't work from home because then it's more productive, right? And then everyone will just come in. I think at that time we had 2 person with us already. But there was like Nabil and then Shannon. Yeah. So it becomes a bit more systematic. Yeah.
Okay.
But that was 3-4 years in already.
Wow.
So the first 2 years was really a struggle. Really a struggle.
When did you decide that, okay, this is a long-term thing? I'm going to pursue this like I pursue my wife.
I don't think there was a clear decision making.
Oh.
There wasn't, because during first year of pandemic, I think it was 2020, 2019, 2020, that time was the biggest turnaround. It was then where
16, 17, 18, 19.
Yeah.
So after 3 years.
I think 3 years, 3 years or 4 years, I think. So we had a quick chat about it and we said, okay, where are we heading towards? And then we talk about, instead of having 3 person making a decision, it's better to have 1 person making a decision and having 1 person deciding on the direction as well. So like after, I think there was a very brief discussion only. So I took the lead. And then at that time, Ruben also decided that he wants to move on to a different phase of his life as well.
Okay.
So he left the group, he left the team. So it was me and Ruby. Yeah,
So
but whatever that he had done previously, right, still became is still with us right now. Like for example, the people manner, right, the naming of it, the logo also came from way before, right, where we engaged Human that time to help us with our logo. So I try to keep as much as I can. Because of the culture, because of tradition as well. So it was not a decision-making process, but it's more like, okay, someone needs to take a lead. So I took the lead, and it was a painful process for me because I need to learn how to make decision. I need to learn about marketing. I need to learn about designing product. I need to learn about leading a team. I need to learn about how to become a facilitator, a trainer, a consultant, like everything. I have to learn everything, like crash course.
It really grows you.
Yeah. So if you ask me, was there a point in time where I felt like, okay, I decided this is going to be what I wanted to do?
Actually, I know when. When you started hiring me. When you started hiring me, you realize, wow, I have potential for that company. Potential.
Was it done? Was it done everything? Was it, what was it, 2021? 2022?
This October, it will be 6 years now. So that will
2020.
be 2020. That
2020.
sounds right. That's
2020.
Yeah.
October.
Yes, October.
October 2020. So that was a time where I felt like we can take it a little bit more serious. So we expanded the team. But like really, really decided like we want to do this 3 years ago when we convert the company, right, from a sole proprietor to become a Sdn Bhd, which is a limited liability company.
That was 2023.
23.
Yeah.
So that was a time where I felt like, okay, time to take it really seriously right now because it's no longer just a 1-person business, it's a company already.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's how we started, a little bit in between, and how we get here.
I guess one last question, since we really talking about the origin, is there anything that you wish you could do differently? You have 50 seconds to answer.
There are a lot of things I wish I knew better and I am more capable of, but doing differently, probably not, because every decision led to the current situations right now. Like if I regret on any one of those decisions, I probably wouldn't be at where I'm right now, whether it is the best or not. But I think the now is very important. So I would say I appreciate everything that happened, everyone who contributed in the early stage that gave us an opportunity to fight for another year or maybe another decade, hopefully.
Good closing. Okay, and that's it for the origin of Epipeople. I think it's just nice to know. I'm just like suddenly super curious. And that is all for Epipeople
On the record.
record.